Hi everyone, I wanted to make you a quick video with regard to utilizing APA styling before you get started on discussion board number 2. I realize that APA styling is new for a lot of you, so I want to show you where the tools are to actually do this. I am not looking for perfection, but I am asking you to utilize the template that's been given to you. So if you are on the assignments and calendar page on our website, you will scroll down and you will find all kinds of information about this course. Notice that there's a rubric here if you haven't found that. Again, this is why I asked you to take some time and go through the web page because our website, because there's so many things there to help you. Remember, if you don't know how to utilize the standards, there's all kinds of information about standards in the TPAC framework with regard to integrating those into your work. I don't ask that you state the standards when you integrate them in your work, but I do ask you to cite the standard and then make sure you're putting the standards in your references list. To get back to talking about APA, if you would like to scroll down, you're going to find all this information. There's actually 3 things that I have designed to help you with APA. One of the first things is an APA styling guideline, and if you go ahead and click on that, I'm going to open it in a new tab so we don't lose our current tab. And just to let you know, I am using Screencast-O-Matic to make this. It's a free version, and I think I've paid for an uploaded version, but right here there's a general format information on how to use APA. If you look over here to the left, there's how to do citations. These are basic, so if you go to basic citations, it's going to show you how to do short quotes, and there's information on how to do short quotations. There's information on how to do long quotations, and there's specific guidelines for that, but they also give you examples of how to do that. So you can use all these areas to the left of this website in Purdue or Purdue OWL on how to do the reference list, what the reference list looks like when you're doing authors, when you're doing electronic sources, and how to format electronic sources. And I know it seems like kind of like a pain, but once you get started, it's really not that bad. In fact, if I don't know how to do it, I literally highlight this, put that straight into my references section, and then just copy over the information I need and use their formatting as a template. So that's one easy way to keep from messing up. They also give you an actual example here, so don't forget that they're giving you examples of what that looks like. And it actually is a real hyperlink, so you can go look at what they're looking at as they start to format it. And remember, the date is the date that you pulled it down off of the internet. But there's all kinds of examples. Maybe you don't have all of that information. Maybe you're using a scholarly journal article. So here's how you do a journal article. It tells you all of that. It gives you a template for doing it, and it gives you an example for doing it. So please try to utilize those. I know that this is new to you, but I did give you lots of tools. So going back to our course website, there's a helper sheet that I've designed, but so this has a really nice list of bulleted items. If we want to look at that just super quickly, this gives you some justification for why you're doing this and gives you examples. I tell you that there's no need for author's notes or an abstract. You don't need to write that on your document. I just put that there, so do not put any author's notes or abstract. You're going to literally start with a document title. Sorry, I'm concentrating in 9 different ways. You're going to start with this document title, and notice I just made it bold, and the reason I did that is APA just changed their guidelines from APA 6th edition to 7th, and so I talk about moving into the 7th edition. If you bold that or don't bold that, I'm not going to take points off. If you don't have a title, then that's going to be an issue. You do need a document title. I go through a little bit of the idea as to why we need this. I give you examples of how to do a bulleted list and what that would look like if you're doing APA formatting. Also notice this bulleted list serves as a checklist for you. So is your entire document 12-point font, Times New Roman, 1-point margins? Times New Roman and 12-point font are not the default for Google Docs. This is the first place, this header up here is the first place I will see that you probably did not change your font. So make sure you change your font in the header and in the body. Make sure that you tab in 1/2 indents. Make sure there's a running header. Notice that the actual heading on the first page is the words running head, and then you have the title, and the title doesn't all have to be on here. You can use a portion of the characters. If the title is AP Expectation Guidelines for whatever your class name is, you don't have to put the whole title there, okay? Then notice when I come to page 2, it's just the title in all caps. It is different. Make sure you adhere to that. I give you all those examples. Notice this becomes a checklist. This bullet point becomes a checklist. And then I give you examples of how to do a subheader, a level 2 subheader. I'm not really crazy about the subheaders. You don't have to go crazy on those. I'm just going to help you through this and guide you through how to use this. But here's the biggest thing I want to show you is there is an APA template, and I actually need to change the name of this because I have upgraded this to be an APA 7 template. So I'm going to change that. I have upgraded this so it reflects APA 7. If you're using 6 or 7, I'm not counting off. I just wanted to get it upgraded to the newest version of the 7th edition. So here is an actual template. With this template, you can go to File, and you can make a copy, and you can title it your name here, and then you can go ahead and stick that in your folder, and now you can use this template to actually type your document. You're making a copy of my cloud-based document, and you're going to actually use it to then format your document. So notice that my title is in bold. I now start here with the tab in, half-inch indent, and I give you examples of how to do the citations. Notice the citation, when I talk about it, can be inside. Here I talk about Jones 2020, and then I don't have to restate the citation. Notice the citation here is always inside the punctuation. It does not exist outside the punctuation. That is all explained in this document. It's all explained in my checklist document, and it's all explained in the Purdue OWL. So you have several examples. You have examples of headings. So there's a sublevel 2 heading. Again, I'm not going to get crazy on the headings. And again, the word references, it's not works cited, it's not sources, it's called references, and that's per APA. And then notice everything here is double spaced, just like in the body. And also it's in alphabetical order. I've upgraded this formatting to APA 7. And notice I gave you a template here if you were using if you wanted to do a electronic sourcing. So I just stuck that in there for you to kind of see how I formatted everything. So again, please use this template, make a copy of it, and use it as you type up your first paper for the second document or the second discussion board this go around. If you need help, please let me know. You're going to see me get in and make comments and changes to your document, so make sure it's set to can comment. If I can't get in and leave comments, I'm going to put a 0 in until you change that so I can actually make comments. So make sure you get in and your document is open to can comment. I will leave you feedback, and then you will do another APA document at the very end. And so any feedback I give you, you should be making those corrections for the final document, which is that transference reflection. So you only have to format 2 APA documents, but this is something that's going to go throughout your program and be expected of you within your courses, at least all the courses I teach. It's really, really important. I realize you don't need to be APA pros, but you do need to realize that APA is the American Psychological Association, and that style, as opposed to MLA, APA is used all through the social sciences. So I want you to know it's out there. And the other thing is I want you to be better writers. And I think through this process, I've had students tell me, man, I can't believe how my writing skills and my grammar skills have really improved. And I have to say that to myself as well. The more I get out and write, I become a better writer. So it takes practice. So anyway, I wanted to leave you with that. I hope this was helpful. So please stop and look at these tools before you get started on number 2, please. Thank you very much. Have a great day.